Hello everyone, Dr. Stock, and it's another exciting week in the markets coming up. We want to take a look at what's going on in the pre-market, what we think is going to go on for the week, and also some of the stocks that we have that are either reporting earnings or in one case have pretty big day coming up. So I want to share that with you in this video. Also, I want to share with you an opportunity to sign up for Moo. I have a link for it down in the description. You can support this channel while supporting yourself by clicking my link. You get this exclusive offer for 17 free stocks. And if you deposit $100 or more, you get 7 of those free stocks. If you deposit $1,000 or more, you get 17 of those free stocks, including a share of AI and a share of BBAI. So check that out while the opportunity lasts up until the end of March. So hurry up, get your free stocks, and let's move on from there. One other thing, down in the description, you'll also find a link to my Patreon if you want to hear more of my commentary or see more of my services or just be part of the community that's over there and join the private Discord and chat with us. That link is also down in the description for the Patreon. That said, I'm Dr. Stock, Doctor of Education. Let's get right into it. All right, so just a quick look at the SPY. We can see that we're just trading under the 50-day simple moving average as of Friday's close, and we're still above the 200-day moving average. So it'd be nice to see us open up closer above 396, we'll say. If we can make it back up to 400, good. If we can't, well, then I guess we're still a little bit stuck below that 400, which is about 4,000 for the S&P. So that line as an area of resistance for us. Hopefully that it's something that's soon broken. Let's look intraday and see where it's trading. Currently at 398, so we're floating with that $400 mark. Again, opening above that would be great. Closing above that as well would be awesome for seeing support at 400/4,000 on S&P. Closing below that or opening below that, opening and closing below that would still have it as resistance for us. Checking out the Qs, we're trading above both moving averages that I have on here, the 200-day followed by the 50-day. And so it's still looking bullish on the Qs for right now. So we have a little bit of room down to support. And then hopefully we stay trading above that. It is possible that if we see continued strength in the markets that we do see that golden cross moment taking place for the for the Qs that I have here on screen. And when we look intraday, we're up about 0.64% around that 293 mark. So going back to the daily for just a quick moment, 293 puts us just slightly above where we were at before. We're still rocking right around support areas there. And so, like I said, it is possible. In my previous videos, I even talked about it, that we do see a little bit of levity in the markets. So I think in light of not a lot of news, it is possible that we stay up above those support levels and the market has decent room to rally, maybe see some of these previous highs that we did, or at least getting close to them over the next few weeks leading up to that CPI and PPI reports. Moo was kind enough to put out some of the earnings to pay attention to this week. So Li Auto's there in bold as being one of the big retail plays, as well as Fubo TV. Then we have Warren Buffett, who's taken a position in Occidental Petroleum. They report after the bell. Zoom Video has been beaten up recently, so they're down towards the bottom. So you could look at that as, if you think that there's some sort of upside coming along for Zoom, then, well, being at the bottom of their stock range, that is something that could create quite an opportunity. Now, if they're cheap because the company doesn't really have a lot of upside potential left because of maybe too much competition, well, then maybe it would be a bad thing. However, for earnings, if we expect volatility to come out of their earnings in the after hours, then that's something that we could trade options with. For example, we could make a spread play with near the money options that would take advantage if the stock should move big enough in either direction, up or down. That could be something that would turn out to be profitable. Workday has been moving up with the markets. Excellent. Target is one that I think is going to provide flavor on the consumer, so that's one to also watch. AutoZone's also going to be a big one. HP, Rivian, that's going to be good looking at their forward guidance that they have for us. For the EV space, we want to take a look at that one. AMC and Virgin Galactic, First Solar. AMC and Virgin Galactic are ones that are most definitely still those retail meme type plays. People will be interested in how they're faring so far. First Solar could be a big one to watch. So I'm glad that they put that on there. Wednesday, we have NIO. NIO is also trading near their bottoms. I think that that's a company to really watch in terms of the movement that they could make in the near term. And the Chinese EV companies have EV delivery numbers that come out on Wednesday, March the 1st. It's their first full month since the reopening. And so we want to see how Li, Xpeng, NIO, how they're all faring since the reopening and seeing if they're really able to start getting movement going. NIO announcing that they want to have their own battery facility is one that, might be bad for CATL, for example. However, it could be good for NIO in the long term, short term, where they're already pre-profit, and then adding on another business venture in there, it just adds further pressure to it. And that's why I think we see a lot of the downward movement recently that we do. Plus, the production numbers haven't been as strong as we'd wanted. Dollar Tree is going to be huge to hear from them, so that most of them watch out for them. Lowe's, that's going to be a lot like the Home Depot play that we saw, and so we want to hear about their flavor on the economy as well. Kohl's, Wendy's could do all right during recession if people are seeking out those cheaper fast food versus going to it like a sit-down restaurant. That's assuming you think that there's going to be weakness with the consumer moving from there. Let's scroll down through. Here we go. Thursday, C3 AI. That one is going to be huge given the hype that we have around AI right now. So absolutely put your eyeballs on that one for Thursday after the bell. So those are the earnings plays that we have, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention Tesla with their Investor Day coming up in the pre-market hours. I do want to show this. They are currently trading just above $200, and we have some decent volume coming in around that 7 o'clock hour. So it is possible that given the right market bias and continued, if we have hype buying leading up to that Investor Day, we could see the price move up from here. But then the more we see that price move up, the more we can expect that sell the news event to take place on Wednesday when the Investor Day actually does take place. As a matter of fact, some of that can even happen as early as Tuesday. So Tesla, most likely some volatility coming in its future. We could possibly see that volatility move to the upside, followed by a sell. We could see it move to the downside, followed by a buy. We're just going to have to watch and see what happens with Tesla over the next few days. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed my commentary. If you'd like to hear more of my commentary and see more of my products, services, and participate with my community, check out the link for the Patreon down in the description. If you want to help yourself out by paying yourself by signing up for Moomoo and getting those free stocks after making your deposit, please do so. It also helps support this channel and helps me to bring more to YouTube and also more to my Patreon, and just increases my services to everybody watching as much as possible. So thank you guys. Really appreciate it. I'm Dr. Stock, Doctor of Education. We'll see you in the next video.